Hey guys, welcome back to Flying in Space with Planet Head. Um, Today I had some ideas for a video, but they completely changed in the last half hour from a video that I saw posted by one of the best contributors I've ever seen in Eve, or almost anything as far as, and somebody who I've tried to mirror some of my um, play about, and that is Hateless. In Hateless Gaming's, he does videos for Eve and other things as well. But somebody who I have subscribed to, I have only got like 10 to 15 subscriptions into anything, and maybe 4 or 5 of those into Eve related things. And he was one of the few ones that I actually did. And long story short, um, he did post up today that, and actually I need to like his video there. There we go. That he is no longer going to be putting E-related content up. Well, at least for the time being. But if you want to watch his video, please feel free to. Um, and I normally don't like doing editorials. I really have no idea how long this video will go. I'll probably make another one later on tonight that's more Eve related. But I watched this video and I understand 100% where he's from. Not on the Eve related side, but as far as making videos. Now I know that he streams a lot and does a lot of other things with Eve and has a lot more invested in Eve than I do, and a lot more knowledge and a lot more contacts and things like that. Um, but I did write a quick note up there. I said to him, it's sad that to hear that he's not going to be doing it for a while, but he did say in his explanation was that he dealt with griefing before, but this time it got maybe a little bit too personal, or maybe just built up over time. My only recourse for that, for any of you out there that really enjoy his content that he puts up, would be for you to go onto his page like I did and put a comment in there giving him some positive feedback. Um, why do I say that? And I don't want to go too long with this. Uh, I purposely over a year and a half ago, when I was making my videos started, and they were, I've changed it over the period of time, but I made a point not to do streaming. I thought about it for a little while, and I thought back, and this is not the same thing, but you've heard me talk about it before. Whenever I used to play online poker, and I used to play a lot of it back when it was legal. Now it is again, but there was a big, long period there that it wasn't. And oh, sorry, need to fill up. Um, and I remembered whenever I'd be playing in on a table, or I actually multi-tabled, um, and somebody would have a bad beat or something would happen, and they would just lose their minds. They'd be yelling and screaming, and usually I'm a pretty good player, and I had my reasons for doing it, but they would just go crazy in the chat room about me, and what was going on, and how could I play this way, and what was I doing, and they would get very, very personal, which I'm assuming is what happened with Hateless. Um, Now, I don't know what these people did. From what I understand, there might have been some sort of threats or things like that in emails and things. But I remembered whenever I started creating my channel that I didn't want to do something live because I wanted Eve to remain more of a positive influence, and I want to create a positive influence. And I think Hateless has done that for the longest time. Um, and I feel bad that he's had to deal with this. My reaction back in the day, like in the real life, I normally don't have to deal with that because I'm 6'5", over 300 pounds. I used to be a bouncer and a steel worker. So I don't get a whole lot of people yelling at me, and if they are, they usually have a Napoleon complex, and I just sit on them. That said, when I was online and people were griefing me, the simplest thing for me to do would literally uh, type the, and it would be live. I would type the letters Z and then capital Z and a lower Z, and I just keep typing it and typing it over and over again and replying to anything that they said until they stopped. Unfortunately, with a game like Eve, where you have streaming and things where you're trying to get something done, you can't do that. And or if people get personal with you, um, anytime that uh, you just want to play and people want to bug you and you want to play not just Eve but be involved with the community of Eve. And let's say every time you boot up, somebody is there to grieve you, or you pull up your email. I think of it similar to why I just quit Facebook two episodes ago. I got tired. I didn't want to. My main reason for quitting it, there's a lot of smaller reasons, um, is that it's moving into election season, and I hate pulling up my Facebook, and I want to see funny pictures of dogs and cats, and maybe I hear a message here or there from my nieces and nephews, and I don't want to see political ads or random um, things that just drive me insane. And I can see where he's stepping back for a little while. Um, but my editorial side of this is, again, um, none of us are going to be able to stop somebody from being an idiot. Not Hateless, the guys who are messaging him. Especially like he says in his video, if they know the rules that they can't get caught with, but skirt those rules. Now, could CCP actually change the rules to be more um, conducive toward going after people? Yes, but it would also, and this is the tough part, what rules do you change? Where do you draw that line? How does it affect freedom of speech? Um, as somebody who just created his Discord channel for this channel, I don't know where I want to draw my line yet. I haven't drawn any lines yet. I don't, so I don't know where I want to go with that, and because you don't know what's out there and it's going to come at you at any point in time. Um, I know I'm rambling with this, but uh, my only suggestion right now is to go to Hateless's site if you've enjoyed his content before, and let him know how much his content has helped your gameplay, made things interesting. I looked forward every time one of his videos popped up. Now, some of them didn't pertain to me whatsoever. He's dealing with Tech 3 ships and all sorts of other things. Uh, but I enjoyed watching and listening to him play, and the positivity and his stupid. No, I'm sorry, his cat running around. I'm a dog person, you know that. Um, all right, I had a cat for 17 years, but I'm a dog person. Um, but if you can go to his site and drop a message off to let him know whether he chooses uh, to come back and do more commentary on Eve, whether it be just through YouTube or through other areas. Um, I think the best thing to do is just to show that support for someone who is a great influence into the game. So please feel free to go there, or just let him know if he is somebody that you appreciate. I appreciate him greatly, and so I just want to put that out there. Uh, I am trying on a side note. So thank you, Hateless. And on a side note, I am bringing. I've been on vacation the last 15 days. I'm going through each one of my characters, trying to figure out where I was at with each one of them. And I'm still doing that today. I just brought up William Pilgrim, answered a couple emails. Um, Ironically, one of my corp mates brought up the fact that he just bought a Paladin. And I said, dude, be careful with that. It's your first one. Pricey ships make pricey targets. And so Eve is not a forgiving place. But I have learned a ton from it, just like I learned from poker. I learned so many things about life and how to look at things through poker, and through being a bouncer at a bar and working at a steel mill and working for an internet company, all sorts of different things. So um, I'm going to continue. I'm in Bayuca right now with my cheetah. I'm trying to figure out what I was doing back then. I know I was working toward getting into a Tech 3 ship. I have to figure out what I think it was a Svipple of my first Tech 3 ship, possibly. I think I have a little bit more skilling up to do with that just for the hull. I don't know about the other stuff that's involved there, so I'm going to go with that. But hopefully I'll have another video up either later on. Well, I'll make one probably later on tonight or tomorrow. I want to get back into my scheduled uh, every whenever I post things at 11 o'clock in the morning Eastern time. I do have some other announcements, things like that. And I am going to be doing some research on the Discord channel. I read a few things today that might be helpful to organizing it, but I'm going to keep it very basic. Um, uh, if you'd like to join the Discord channel, I'm the only one in it right now. um, Last but not least, if you've noticed, I have a new mug. Um, I actually have a couple of new mugs from my trip out west. This mug here, I don't know if you can see it. Let me see if I can pull up. This was, you don't need to know this, but I'm very proud of my mug collection. Slowly, if you see in the back here, there is a mug collection back here. But this is, yeah, you guys don't care. This is from the Grand Canyon Railroad. And as a small plug, I have never ridden on this, but if you guys are ever interested in visiting the Grand Canyon, just south of the Grand Canyon is a town by the name of Williams. And in that town, there is a railroad that you don't have to drive all the way into the Grand Canyon. You can actually park outside the Grand Canyon, and it is a town that is built around this railroad. It's a pretty cool little town. I've been there twice, and they have a food buffet, which you know I'm fantastic about. Um, and you can actually get a ticket if you have family, kids. They can ride the railroad up to the main staging area or the main part where all of the Grand Canyon is. So anybody who's from overseas who wants to come in and see the Grand Canyon, check out Williams, Arizona, and the Grand Canyon Railroad. But this mug is awesome. I got it there. It's huge. It's heavy. I look for different types of mugs that I've never seen before, and this thing is huge and it holds a lot of coffee, which is fantastic. Try it out. Check it out if you ever want to take a trip there. It makes it a lot of people. What you can do is possibly fly into Las Vegas and drive down there or something along those lines. I will give you another hint. Don't stay in the Holiday Inn Express. Do not stay there until they fix it in Williams, um, Arizona. Uh, I normally have no problem staying in Holiday Inns. This one was interesting. I saw some questionable reviews before I went there, and while I was there, the check-in was interesting. The room was fine. The elevator broke in the middle of it, and the free breakfast buffet at the beginning was not up to standards. I'm just going to say that. I'm not picky, but you make me walk farther up and down some stairs, and you make me not eat well. I'm not going to be happy with you. On the other hand, I stayed in two other Holiday Inns on the way in and out from out west, and they were fantastic. So, um, I know you guys don't care about that sort of thing, but I thought it was funny since I had the mug. I've got about four other mugs that I got from the trip. I will be showcasing those over the next little while because this is coffee time with Planet Head. So again, I just want to put this up here. Uh, appreciate I appreciate you, Hateless. If any of you guys want to go to his channel and say you appreciate him as well, please do. He's a fantastic guy, and I've never talked to him personally, but just a great guy. So, other than that, let's all stay positive and fly safe, fly dangerously, fly however that you want. You guys have a great day. Have a good one. Bye bye.